it's not any different to me by yourself. A little bit different visual, but yeah, the thing is, if someone wants to turn in on you, you're going to choose the car to your outside or under wall. So that's just going to be what it is. I think guys are just going to have to be like mindful that, hey, there's a jersey barriers here. You know, you can't throw these maybe hellacious blocks like you normally see. But yeah, just that would be the only thing is dive bombs, guys blocking and get shoved into it.
Is there anything that you guys can do to avoid what happens last week, or do you just mark it off as, hey, it's a calculation mistake that is a freak thing that somebody does, and you can't really, you just have to do the same things you do and hope you don't make a mistake?
Yeah, I mean, just, gosh, everyone makes mistakes and everyone makes errors. I make them every single weekend, you know, and you know, we all expect perfection out of the whole team, and but you know, just people make mistakes, and really what it was, you know, we thought there was more in the tank than what there actually was. You know, we dumped enough fuel in it the last stop, judging off of what we thought was in it prior to that. So yes, a little mistake, a little math error, but yeah, you just learn from those things, move on, and same thing as when you see a pit stop kind of get a little messed up. If you see me make a mistake, you know, same thing. I mean, gosh, it can happen to anybody. So yeah, we've done the best we could to figure out what happened and then try to take measures to make sure it don't happen again.
How long does it kind of stick with you? I mean, do you just feel horrible for the rest of Sunday and make sure you wake up Monday ready to go? Or how do you deal with something like that?
Yeah, I try to be a short-term memory type person with that stuff. You know, I mean, you know, you're bummed about it, especially something like that. You're like, you just, hey, what happened? Okay, this is what happened. We learned more about what happened like on Monday when they kind of dug into it. My engineer Tony kind of dug into it and talked about it. It's like, okay, well, we know what happened, and you know, let's try to be better at you know, how we're kind of looking at it, right? So yeah, I move on from it fairly quick. I try to, at least, especially something like that. You can't just sit there and fester over it forever. You're gonna go and make yourself go insane. So I just try to take the good things out of it. Is, hey, we ran really well. All three of our cars were at the front. Us, the 22 had speed, is something to learn off of. So I try to just take that side of it, and the positive and the negative, all that type of things, and learn from it, and hope you continue to, you know, show the speed that we've been working on. So I hope, I feel like we have decent speed this weekend, so hopefully that shows.
You're currently in the top 16 of playoff standings right now, but with who's still winless this year, it's looking like it's going to be tight playoff level this year. So just how do you go about managing, you know, are points on the mind right now?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, especially kind of now, you know, gosh, having three pretty rough points finishes in a row, you know, from wrecking at Darlington, wrecking at Charlotte. Got good stage points last week, but finished terrible, right? So it's like, man, we just giving away tons of points. I mean, I wish we should be like plus 100 to the good rather than where we're at. But so I think in our spot, you have to be mindful of it, just because, hey, you know, you can't give up some gobs of points. Some of it you can't control. But yeah, you're definitely thinking about that. That's why I think it's so, gosh, you see guys get, you know, so close to wins in the regular season. It just takes so much weight off your shoulders, you know, of just whether you're in or out. It's just so much weight off your shoulders of it. You go through a rough month and lose a bunch of points. Things don't go your way, kind of like they were now, you know, the last few points races for us. Just don't have to worry about it, you know. So I don't think we're worried about it at all. It's just you're definitely aware of it. But I try not to keep me up at night. You know, you just try to figure out, hey, how do we do what we did last week and run up front, and then just have a chance to win, and just try to do that each week.
Will it impact your strategy here? Because here normally you would give up stage points for a chance to win.
Yeah, I mean, I think we've talked about multiple kind of race situations, scenarios, strategies. I think it's a lot of how you do today. You know, hey, if you think you had race winning speed yesterday, if you feel like you qualify really good and have a shot at it tomorrow, you know, you might play the game of throwing stage points away if you feel like you have a chance to win, or if you don't think you have a chance to win, maybe you go to the stage point game. So all that's a little situational. But yeah, it starts today. Hopefully we can qualify good, and then we'll have to make that tough spot. It's a tough decision. That's what Jonathan, you know, is really good at, and just tell me what to do, and we'll talk about it a little bit. And yeah, but yeah, the road courses are always funky. You know, what do you go for?
Kevin Nix with Frontstretch.com. Come back soon for more great racing videos, and if you like us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button.